The Nick Bob Podcast is brought to you by my good friends at Pella Windows and Doors. Make sure you check out their showrooms in Omaha and Lincoln, or check them out online at PellaOmaha.com. By now, you maybe have seen my commercials with Pella Windows. Yes, that is me. Yes, they have done work on my home. And yes, I love everybody involved with Pella. Vince, Debbie, the whole crew, the installation experts. They're all fantastic. So if you are in the need for new windows, new door, whatever, make sure Pella is the choice that you make. They are fantastic. 5 out of 5 stars from your boy Nicky B. They're great. Check them out online. PellaOmaha.com. That's PellaOmaha.com. All right, here we go. Nebraska game recap. Presenting sponsor from these Husker game recaps are Dingman's Collision Center. What sets Dingman's apart? Locally owned, family operated. The roots run deep in Omaha. They live in Omaha. They have pride in the community. Dingman's has been a trusted name in collision repair in Omaha for almost 30 years, earning them to be voted first place in Best of Omaha for 20 straight years. That's ridiculous right there. 4 convenient locations across the Omaha metro area. You got 120th and Maple. You got the middle location at 144th and Industrial Road, Midtown at 50th and Saddle Creek, and Papillion in downtown Papio. We are proud to be partnering with Dingman's Collision Repair, and a big thanks to them for sponsoring the Husker game recaps. That's the Robert Ruud, I believe is what they call him, Bo Robert Ruud, Nicholas Allen Bahe. Let me just get this out of the way here. I'm just a few days removed from hernia repair surgery, the second hernia repair in 3 years. My PFF grades on hernia repairs are off the charts at this point.
Oh, no laughing. No, Nick, sorry.
I know.
We will not laugh. We will not make jokes. We will not laugh much.
I was literally wrote down like this. I'm going to try to be calm today. I need
no
whatever funny bone you got going today. You need to subside it. Okay.
I'm not going to make,
because if I laugh, it hurts a little bit here. Okay. I'm on a pain pill as we speak. So if like, I don't know why, like,
it's about to kick in.
I don't know why, like, act like I was going to be Spicoli. It doesn't make much sense that you would be Spicoli.
Like,
how would one on a pain pill? I think they would just be like, I'd be like, what?
I think it's more like, Wolf of Wall Street. It's like,
or you make a great point.
The Quaaludes kick in.
The Quaaludes, and I just like melt off my chair, or I'm like, you say something, and I go, what? So if that happens, just know that that's what's going on today. We're going to be calm. We're going to be cool. We're going to be collected. Okay.
We're going to keep those abs still.
I got my ab, God, what are the restrictor or whatever? Big thing girdle, wrapped around me.
Girdle?
I got a girdle going.
Yeah.
Gunner Gatula out there. Just
you got your girdle, Gunner. Girdle's got his gunner. Oh, sorry.
Okay. Okay, let it subside. That makes no sense. Okay. Why it would be Gunner Gatula?
I don't know. You get your Gunner Gatula.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
The idea that Gunner Gatula would have like a wrap around his stomach is hilarious to me. Wow. Okay. Nebraska win. I have tears. A tear. I think I suppressed the laugh so hard that it just formed a tear real quick. All right. Nebraska wins 6-8-0. Man. Nebraska hasn't had a game like that in a long time. Right? Like, I want to start with that.
When was the last tune-up that was not even like, it wasn't even a game? It's usually the tune-up I feel like we've even struggled a little in the tune-up.
Yes.
And then it's like you pull away and it's 31-7 or 31-17 or something. Like, we haven't had a smash blowout like this in a long time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So, I mean, like, Nebraska smashed UTEP last year, but like not to this degree. 40-7. Like, there's a big difference between 40-7 and 68-0.
68 and a goose egg.
Right.
With your backups playing a good portion of the game, that's been a long time.
Well, and not only what was weird about it though was it was 68-0, but it was only 9-0 at the end of the first quarter. And that is 68-0 with Nebraska getting stopped at the 1 yard line twice.
That's an 80-0 game.
It should have been an 80 burger.
Did we punt? I don't think we did.
No, they interviewed Archie. So Archie Wilson's family was there, and they interviewed him, and
they're disappointed.
They're disappointed. Like, come on, we got to get out there and punt. I mean, Archie.
We came to America. We wanted to see punting. We didn't get it. We're very disappointed.
I was promised one thing and one thing only: punting.
We're down under. We kick it a lot. This sport, they never kick. Apparently, we're thinking about our options.
We're heading back on the plane immediately.
Crikey.
But so he never punted. But it's pretty remarkable for the game to play out the way it did when you have a fumble at the 1 and you get stopped on 4th and goal at the 1.
Yes, the first quarter felt like typical tune-up,
right.
Like Nebraska tune-up. Like we needed to, like, right. We were not executing like and finishing the drives, but quarters 2 through 4 were like old school Nebraska tune-up. Like, right. Whoa, like this is like us just smashing people.
I know. So while there's been blowouts, air quote blowouts,
yeah,
there hasn't been one like this where it just was like complete and utter domination.
Yeah.
728 yards. It's the first shutout since the 2009 Holiday Bowl. And sure, like Akron is bad, like really bad, but I don't think we need to make excuses or like explain away that performance for Nebraska at all. Like, I thought they came in and I had a couple of boxes I wanted to see him check.
Yeah.
Bigger plays downfield, check. See what the running backs other than Emmett Johnson can do, check. Defensive line, a little more disruptive, check. I wanted to have 2 straight kicking games go well. Archie didn't punt, but whatever. Like,
yeah,
they checked a lot of the boxes. I was thinking about, like, in some ways, I think the Cincinnati game and the way it played out was like perfect in that Nebraska won. They won a 1-score game, but it was like it had enough issues with it that I don't feel like those guys were like patting themselves on the back for a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet everybody stayed sharp, stayed focused, stayed locked in.
It was a reality check.
Yeah.
They got a reality check with a win. That was why it was so good.
Right.
We've typically needed a heartbreaking loss to have our reality checks, and we got it with a win.
Okay. I almost feel like I want to talk about Dylan.
Yeah.
I mean, because 24-31, 364 yards, 4 touchdowns. I believe that he now broke Dave Hum's record, our father's quarterback. So Dave Hum had 19 straight completions, I believe, against UCLA. Does that sound right? You're Mr. Historian.
I wouldn't know.
I think my dad said he had 6 of those. We were talking about this, like, oddly enough, like a couple of weeks ago in the car. My dad caught passes from Dave Hum, by the way. Rich Bahe, everybody.
Rich Bahe.
Respect
Fremont
him.
High.
Put some respect on his name, dog. Put some respect on his name. The Fremont Flyer, baby. So Dylan Raiola 20 straight completions dating back to last game. The one thing that was interesting early was some guys made some great one-handed catches, which is sometimes like some people got to help him out, get it going a little bit. But I thought best after the game, he was like, I'm paraphrasing here, he said something to the extent of like, when Dylan's playing well, he's not making a lot of wow plays. He's just making the simple, good, easy plays. And I thought that's what he just, tell you what, Bo, you watch 2 weeks now of college football. He just is an accurate mother trucker, man. Like, he just doesn't really, he missed Barney earlier in the 3rd quarter, but like, other than that, he didn't miss dudes. Like, he just doesn't miss.
I hope people don't take for granted what they're seeing right now, because it's not normal to be this, like, the level of accuracy that he's shown to start this year out. And we saw it for moments of the start of last year.
Yeah.
That like Dylan, like when Dylan's playing well, it feels like throwing and catching's never even a thought. It's like, oh yeah, obviously you just, oh, that guy's open, throw it to him. Like, that's not always normal. But like with Dylan, he's making a lot of this look easy. Like checking into the right play, like never looking jittery or out. Like it's all looking smooth. It's all looking easy. And like you said, the accuracy is probably his number one skill.
Right.
Is sort of like just being accurate on a consistent basis.
And I think a part of what, there was a theme on the broadcast last night about yak, like some good runs after the catch. And a part of what a good run after the catch looks like is for the ball to be placed in a spot where you can just turn and go.
Yep.
And even like Quinn Clark's touchdown, Quinn Clark, it's perfect. Hits him dead in stride and he's able to go score it. But he's been an interesting guy. He's been for a former number one recruit that's got a fairly big name. He's not Arch Manning, but big name. He's flown under the radar heading into this year pretty good.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like, he struggled the last 2 months of the season last year a little bit, but like through 2 games, he's gotten off to about as good of a start as you could have hoped for. And I just thought he looked like a varsity playing with JV dudes last night.
And it's because, like, physically, like, he's not the fastest guy. He's big, which was good. Like, he's thick and he's big, but he's, so like, but he's so smooth, and it's something about his personality, demeanor, the way he physically moves. It never looks stressful. It's like he's gliding. It's smooth. It's throwing and catching. He's got kind of that soft touch throw.
Yes.
His throws aren't like the rifleman. They're all kind of like flicks. But you see him, he's like just dropping it over people. Like a couple of his like deep outs were just beautiful throws, like just on the money, rolling the other way, throwing it back across fields. Like, that's a big throw, right?
Yes.
And so I just feel like he's making it look easy, and everybody's settled down. Like, when receivers make a lot of really good catches, I will say that's a lot on the quarterback, making them comfortable too.
Right.
Like, there's a trust that comes from the receiver to the quarterback that's expressed in a good catch.
For sure.
All over everybody's making good catches. I'm like, that's usually like because everybody's settled into their game plan and they like can or something. So
sure.
I don't know. I think there is something to that like Dylan's getting his guys settled in.
We talked about wanting more explosive plays, and there were. There was 11 plays of 20 or more yards, 13 completions of 15 plays, 5 runs of 10 or more yards. Focusing on the passing, I don't know if it was just the nature of the defense. It felt like, he had never necessarily had one long one to Barney, but the ball the ball seemed like it was pressed down the field a little bit more last night. I was watching him last night. Like, I feel like I'm having to constantly remind myself, like you said a second ago, of like, don't take this for granted. Do not take this. This is Nebraska had a hard time just playing pitch and catch for years.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is these throws are on the money, on target, on time. I was so impressed with him last night. Yeah.
So I think we should also, Akron wasn't good.
No,
their defense wasn't good. They couldn't guard. Like, we were on another level from them. So that's where we have to be a little bit careful, but we got to give Dylan credit. Like, it didn't look like we had like a bust in our execution. Like, not obviously to me, I didn't see an obvious bust in execution, maybe the whole game. Right. When I'm talking about like, the running back went the wrong way, or, like Dylan thought that guy was going to be open and like he wasn't running that route. Like, I don't know that happened one time.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a great sign of the command. Like, Matt Rule used that word in his presser. He said, Dylan's in command right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word, command, right? So when you got command, you know what the defense is doing. You know your plays. Check from this play to that play, execute the play. And you know what? Sometimes they still stop you, but like, you put yourself in the best position to have a chance to like, attack the defense. So like, that's what I saw yesterday. It was not anything crazy. Actually, it was like simple plays that we just like were being in the best position to run every time without busts, and we put up 68
points. And it just even if I'm not mistaken, I think the first drive of the game, he had a 3rd and 10 and he hit tight end down the seam.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's not a gimme.
No.
And it just looks effortless and easy right now. So I think we'll hand out our peerless MVP of the game shortly, but like, I don't know how you don't. I don't know.
That's well.
You got some thoughts? Okay, all right.
No,
okay.
you're right.
We'll discuss. We'll have some candidates. The nominees are running back thoughts. Emmett finally busted one deep. I thought it was interesting that Rule made another point afterwards that he liked that Emmett, when he got to like the second level, he trusted his straight line speed instead of like tried to like turn into a guy and like instead just like, dude, just hit it.
It seems like what? Why would you have to even say that? But there is something to like when you're running out there and you're turning back,
right.
Like you stop your stride. Like if you're thinking they're going to catch you, you're looking to stiff arm or do something. That means that you don't think just run, because once you do that, you will get caught. Actually,
right.
So it's this weird game of like
You're right though.
You got to think I'm gone.
Right.
And you got to just book.
Right. And I didn't realize that, but he does. It's funny how Rule can like the second he said that, I was like, he does do that a lot. He does get to the second level and he's instantly like seeking out where that the safety's at or whatever instead of just going.
Yep.
Now, granted, there were some holes last night. There clearly is a pet play, the tight end motion kick out with Harburg that was, just gashing him. But some longer plays there. Emmett Johnson finished with a $157, I think was what it ended up being, something like that. So he was good. What did you think of the backups? Anything stand out to you we finally got to see Ives came in, had a score. We got to see Mekhi Nelson kind of get loose and do his thing, which was good.
Mosey's the guy I've been waiting to see.
Yeah.
And I like him. I think Mosey, of all those guys, he quickly showed me that he's got, because he's a little bit taller than the other guys. Like he's kind of like, I think he's got some potential. I'm very interested to see what Mosey is going to be, more than Ives, more than Mekhi Nelson. I think Mosey's the guy that I just like the way he moved.
I knew you like him. I was literally like, I was going to text you. I'm like, I can, because you know what he is? Like, you like guys that like, I think he's truly thinking he's trying to score every time he touches the ball.
Yeah.
Now he does. Some people can do it to a fault and kind of like,
sure.
But he's got that natural elusiveness. He just had some live legs to him.
Yeah.
But you wanted to see those guys because that was one of the concerns coming out of the Cincinnati game was like, okay, they got to develop something behind Emmett Johnson here. I don't know how much Michigan is going to be shaking in their boots right now with some of those other guys. But at least at this point, that was the value of last night was, those guys were able to, Ives gets 4 carries, Mekhi Nelson gets 5, like you were able to get guys carries in a real game and get them kind of comfortable in a game.
Yeah. You say this sometimes about like confidence, right? Like about those like first time you see yourself in a basketball game, like at the college level, and you make a shot, you're like, I just made it. Like you can't believe the confidence that you just built. I think it was Mosey's first little like drop off, check down, went for 30, and he got up, and you could tell he was like, he was so fired up, and it was like whatever his confidence was, it just doubled,
right?
Because he got to see himself in a real college game. Like he didn't believe it till he did it almost. Like now he's going to be like, oh, I can play.
Well, that's the thing. That's just in that thought and extrapolated to everybody is why last night was so important, where it's like, oh, what do you get out of beating the crap out of a bad team? It's like, it's still a game. It's still in front of 90,000 people. And there's just no substitute for actually making something happen in a game like that to build your confidence up.
College players. Like these guys are all D1. These are D1 players.
Right.
Like this isn't high school. Like you got to do it at the next level. And you got to see yourself do it one time before you believe like I belong here.
For sure. What the wide receivers, it feels like through 2 games, I'm not so sure Hunter isn't the guy that stands out the most to me.
Nick, we are on the same. Like Hunter seemed like he seems
like the number one dude to me.
But Hunter seems to be like it's like right now it's easier for Hunter or something.
Right. He's another guy that like makes it look effortless. he makes things look easy and effortless. Like he gets open, he catches it. It's just very ho-hum with him. I think you can tell him and Dylan really have a nice feel with each other. But Barney actually led the team in receive. He had 132 yards receiving. He had 57 yards after the catch last night.
Yeah.
Barney is, I like almost want to I need to have like a full conversation about Barney.
Nick, thank God we have the same brain because the whole game, I'm trying to get a feel for what I think about Barney right now because I like him. I like Raiden. He's electric. Right. We love the confidence. But I feel like he's not making anybody really miss. Does that make sense? Like he's not breaking that first tackle.
There are few things more misleading than if you just look at like last night, Barney had more punt return yards, 87. He had 87 punt return yards.
It was good, but
and then the entire season last night. See, but I will take back. I thought he did an average job returning punts.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've never seen more room on punt returns in one game in my whole life than he had. And I felt like I was waiting for him to be like, dude, you got the whole field.
I don't mean to, this is like, you're
super critical,
critical. And I'm just being real here. If you're DPE, if you're a real punt returner, you were house calling some of those. Well, at least one of those,
maybe
you were
three.
Housing it. He had so much room. I just think he's one of those guys he kind of right now goes down too easily to me.
That's my concern with him is he's got this, he's fast straight line.
But if you get a hand on him, he's down.
He's skinny and he's tough too, but he just doesn't have elusiveness.
No.
In the sense of he's not good going lateral. And so I'm waiting for him to find show me how do you make something out of nothing almost,
I agree.
And I just felt like last night I don't know, man. I just felt like I was waiting for him. He had all the opportunities. I mean, he had a good game.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a great game.
I'm
he
more
was
so
teed up for a great game.
I'm more so. There are two thoughts with him. This is more of I think he's getting taken down too easy right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually thought, if you go back, I urge everybody to go back and really watch all of his punt returns. Dog, there's so much room.
And the first guy got him.
And the first guy got him down. And the first guy, it can't that if you are a real punt returner, the first guy is not even a thought. And so it's weird. I feel like when I think of all of the past 5 years of punt returns, if you combined all of the opportunities, they don't even add up to all the space.
Those were the best 3 or 4 I've seen.
I mean, and so it was weird. I know people are finally Barney, wow, he did a great job. And I'm like, did he? Did he really return punts great?
At least he's catching punts.
Yes.
Aggressive. So let's give Barney his credit. He is catching punts. His attitude is aggressive.
Right.
He's getting us yards. All positives. I think we have high expectations for him, so we want more out of him. And I think me and you always we like punt returners. So
yes,
we have a belief the first guy should never get you down.
No.
And that's the issue is on some of these punt returns and some of these screens and things, we want to see Barney go to the next level. And that means never the first guy gets you.
I just think he's going down easy this year so far. It's not necessarily a shot at his toughness or anything, because obviously this guy will, you talk about someone that will run 100 miles an hour into a brick wall. He will. This isn't a toughness conversation. It's just he's just one hand on him typically kind of gets him down right now.
Yeah, but that also means you got to know your own body and how to cut around where you're not going. So there is something there that's missing that I'm trying to figure out what is going on with him, because I don't know, there's a little adjustment from the high school to college that he hasn't made that's going to allow him to be more elusive or something.
I just felt like that, everybody, and again, it was good to finally see some punt return yards and positive plays, but man, there was a lot of meat on that bone.
I mean,
that dude, he got a plate of wings. Basically, he got a plate of wings. Damn, Barney had 50 wings. And he took one bite of each wing.
Yeah.
And they're a lot of meat on him bone, brother.
Okay, I mean, but that's hilarious. You're thinking the exact same thing as I was.
Okay, you got to find things to talk about when it's 68-0. Anything else with Quinn Clark? That dude is like a glider, strider. Like,
I've been waiting to see him too. He's a guy that he's a legacy. His dad
Clark,
was Ken Clark was, I think, late 80s, early 90s.
That sounds right.
And he's from Montana, and I some of my work friends have coached against him, and they said, this kid, he's like, they go, this guy's an athlete. This guy is really good. So they were kind of giving me hints that this guy's legit. So I was waiting to see him, and you can tell right away, like, he is a real athlete. He's all of 6'5". He runs. He is going to be a player for us, I think. So I love the fact that, same way we talked about Mosey, get some confidence, getting this guy that, the ball he scores in the heart of the game too. Will help get him incorporated into the season a little bit quicker.
Well, let's finish up the offensive side of the ball with just some of the young guys that so Quinn Clark popped.
Yep.
Cool to see Mosey out there that looked like he had some juice to him.
Mackay Nelson.
TJ Lateef kind of looked like, I liked what I saw from Lateef last night. And he looked like he added a different. He could run. He had the one touchdown run, and he had another run that was really where he got stopped short, but made two guys kind of miss. Some young guys shined. We'll hold one for the defensive conversation, but any of those, what'd you think of Lateef? I don't know if you immediately did you turn on the Bud Crawford Canelo thing?
I was at.
You game. Went to the game. Okay,
I went to the game, and we dipped right as
Lateef came in
right as Lateef. So I missed the touchdown run. I heard he broke a couple tackles. So I actually didn't get to see a ton of Lateef, right? But it's so good to get him reps right now. You know how it is.
You never know.
You never know if we just need one game this year. Dylan gets a bruise, and we need to go. Okay, we need somebody to win us one more game, and we're in contention for something, right? So that's where it's you got to get these guys reps. And this is the game where he got to build some confidence and do what he does.
I thought he looked great. With as we wrap up the offense to go to the defense here, another day where Holgorsen has a way of scheming little just wheel routes to the running back out of the backfield. He did it against Wisconsin, I think. He did it in this one for an easy one. I thought he had another good day. Holgorsen did. It's just
720. That's a great day as an offensive coordinator.
Yes.
You just do 700 yards, but that's what Holgorsen does that, man.
He's another guy, he kind of made it look easy.
But that's remember we talked about the preseason thing. That's Holgersen's philosophy. They just make routine plays.
Right.
And that swing pass, it's nothing. It's a swing pass. But the ball comes out quick, and they know when it's going to be, when they're not guarding it, Holgorsen has his guys dialed into this is what we do. We don't do a ton, but we do these things and we do them well. And that stuff starts paying off when you get good at it.
Yes. By the way, you missed it because it went on TV. They showed at one point they had a shot of him at the end of the first half. I think maybe it was at the end of the game. He was putting in some sort of dip. And I was like, look at Holgorsen. When you put him 7-yard yards, you put a dip in. I'll never forget one time I put something. We were with Adam Ickes. I think remember the Cox Classic in Omaha that
oh yeah.
And Icky was like, here, Nick. And he gave me, I had to go home.
Well, because it goofs up,
it's
right?
Disgusting.
I've never heard a more consistent. It's more consistent. Everyone, the first time they try a dip, gets dizzy and throws up more than drinking.
Right. What is that?
And everybody does it. I've never done it. I've never wanted to do it. But I've always heard everybody's like, yeah, first time I did it, I threw up. And then the next time, yeah, every day.
And now I love it. You're like, what?
But everybody does it. They throw up the first time. So I'm like, that can't be good.
Icky gave me it was snuff. Gave me some snuff. And I was just like, yeah, I'll do that. And I was just like, I need to go home after this. But Holgo was getting his snuff game right last night. Anything, offensive line, nobody. Latovsky got a personal foul or holding maybe early in the game. Nothing really. The O-line seemed fine, good.
They executed. I think I didn't see a lot of Pritchett.
He was in late,
But he wasn't the first half. I don't think he was in much, maybe even at all.
Because it'll be interesting to see how that. I mean, there's a lot of rotation on the line right now.
They're still letting these guys figure it out. So that's good. But no, I guess it's funny. We talked a lot about Raiden and making the first guy miss. But that's like, for some reason, that was on my mind the whole game, whether it was Emmett or it was Nelson or Mosey. I was just very much looking at that. I wanted to see who's making the first guy miss. Emmett, for the most part, can make the first guy. Sometimes he gets he overcuts sometimes.
I agree.
And that's the one choose. Say Mekhi Nelson, I feel like he's not quite there yet where he's comfortable. And Mosey was starting to show he's getting comfortable, and I like the way he moves. But like, that's going to be my focus with the skill guys. I want to see who's making the first guy. I mean, that's your job.
Yes.
You got to make one guy miss.
Right.
Like, the standard is Barry Sanders. Like, Barry Sanders made like 2 to 3 miss. Like, you couldn't tackle him with one.
Right.
Ever. 2, maybe. You better have 3 or 4. Like, and that's the greatest. Like, Barry Sanders is probably the greatest.
Yeah.
Running back
elusiveness.
Ever.
Yeah.
But like, so you start that as like the pinnacle and you work your way down. And like, we've had years where we can't get, guys.
You can't get anybody miss. Well, even
got to be able to make that first guy.
I'm not sure if you were able to notice it in the live in the stadium. Ives on 3rd and goal needed to have some patience. I think it was Harburg or someone was coming into motion, and he basically just like ran into Harburg. Where Ives needed to slow down. If he lets Harburg get in front of him and kick the guy out, he's going to score, and then Harburg gets stuffed on the 4th and goal. Which that whole sequence was disappointing. Obviously. By the way, did you see what happened on 1st and goal?
Of the drive that got stopped.
That got stopped on 4th and goal. It's our theory.
They threw
to Barney. It hits him in the hands, and it's like, it's kind of our thought when we talked last week of like, it's weird. It's like when you have a chance to score on 1st and goal and you don't, it's like, uh-oh.
It puts everybody in a funk that it's like they don't even know. It's like a subconscious.
It's weird. It's really, really weird. But yeah, good Lord. 728 yards, 68 points, even after coming up short twice at the 1, like that, what they scored on 8 straight drives, I think it was. Even when the backups came in, they were marching down the field. It just was like, offense gets an A last night. Good Lord. Okay, I have a big thought on the defense. I want to get into game specific, but first, got to tell you about Pella Windows and Doors. Love it when people come up to me and they're like, "Hey, Pella." I'm like, love that. It's fantastic to be synonymous with the place that I love so much because they've done amazing work on my home, and the people there are great. Debbie, Vince, the crew, they are outstanding. The free in-home consultation is just a great place to start. It's free. Help bring in somebody that knows what they're talking about. You can talk to them through your wants and your needs. The local showrooms are fantastic. I really like the Omaha showroom in particular. Like, it's one thing to look at something on like in a picture of it. It's another thing to actually like feel it and it's really, really good. The installation experts, on time, professional, courteous, left our house cleaner than they found it. Call the Omaha or Lincoln showroom or go to PellaOmaha.com to get started. That's PellaOmaha.com. All right, Bo Robert, defense. So we're talking about getting stopped at the 1 twice.
Yeah.
Kind of sneaky. Now, the game was never going to matter. But in the moment, I thought the defense was clutch in that they didn't let the offense off the hook at the 1. Like, they got them at the 1, they get a safety.
Yeah.
And then the next time they keep them pinned back there. Like
Akron never recovered from that.
In some ways,
when you just feel like you can't get out of your end zone area, it just sort of demoralizes an offense. Like, you get out of rhythm. So that was a great, you're absolutely right.
I think, again, it's stupid because it was like you won 68-0. So it's not like you never know if they don't get a safety, what happens. It's like, no, we know what would have happened.
Yeah.
Like we know what was going to happen last night, but just for the, you fumble at the 1, you get stuffed on 4th and goal at the 1. Even if Akron's able to just kind of like get out to their 35 and then punt and flip the field, like just the psychological aspect of it, but you get a safety, and next time they almost got another safety.
Yeah.
So I just want to give a big, now it's got to be fun. Playing defense when you're, what is it about a safety is like, You know, when you get like my old dog Desmond, if you got a cookie out, I mean, he just couldn't even like.
It's sort of a red meat thing. It's like
it is like when the defense has a chance for a safety. What is that?
It's the killer instinct. It's like you tee it up. It's like, it's like spike here, go. Like,
or it's like what they put a lamb out for the T-Rex in Jurassic Park, and it's like that's pretty much it. It's like safety, and it's like people just can't help themselves. They're foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, you just perk up. You're like,
okay,
here we go.
Cade Petschak. We need to talk about this guy
because he's a true freshman.
93, true freshman. I wasn't even really sure who this dude was.
Right, Nick,
shame on me.
I thought he was Kai Wallen.
I had no idea.
He changed numbers or whatever. So I was like, was that Wallen? Who's
I
that
had
guy?
to hit pause, rewind, and then go to and looked up. So I was like, who is this guy? And maybe all the previews, there was not a lot of talk about this guy.
Not much.
He got on the field a little bit in the Cincinnati game, but 6'5", 265, true freshman. He was the North Dakota Player of the Year and safety and was disruptive and like.
I think he led the team in tackles.
Yes.
Good job.
I mean, whoa. In general, it just seemed like, did you kind of get the sense that like the D-line was like, hey guys, nobody's job is safe here. We're rotating a bunch of guys in there and let's see who makes plays.
Well, good thing they did. I mean, that's exactly what they need to have done. That was the question mark.
Yes,
coming out of the first game was defensive line. What are we? Who are we? What's our year like trending towards? Like, are we a team that's just like, can we make the improvements? And we were hoping to see from game 1 to game 2.
Right.
That's where the biggest jumps are made. Like, I mean, obviously we played fine. Like we were good. I mean, 68-0. We're not going to complain about our defensive line, right?
No.
So, but the question is like still like who are we going to be, right? And I think you see guys like this that shows like, hey, we got some younger guys that can maybe play and they're going to develop. Did you have any other takeaways on the maybe like individual players, or were you just kind of watching in general?
It kind of felt like it was. McCullough made a couple of splash plays.
Yeah, it
was too bad he had the face mask on the sack. He did the army crawl. I thought he was going to get it on sportsmanlike conduct. Like he army crawled for about 2 armies too long. You could tell the ref was kind of like easy on the army crawl.
I think at least you're working with those ones. Like if you're doing that.
I don't know what that was all about. I mean, Singleton made a couple of nice plays. I don't know. I mean, I didn't feel like, overall it just was more disruptive, 9 TFLs,
For sure.
2 sacks, still maybe didn't kind of get home enough. Did you feel like anybody else popped to you?
Nawari is
yeah.
I always goof his name. So
Nawari. Nawari. Now you got it in my head.
Nwaner.
Winery. I think the end goes. They send the end home.
They bring the W. They say,
"Stop it." Okay. Move on. Okay. Winery.
I think Winery is looking like to me. I think he's a guy that's going to get better at. Exciting because I think he's got the most like potential.
Yes,
but he was looking like I just was liking the way I was seeing him move. So between him, Leinart, Keona Davis, I feel good about those guys. The issue with them is they're all kind of the same kind of guy, a little bit, right? They're kind of the same position. And so like Dason, I think Dason's not bad. He's going to be fine. He's kind of he's fast. He can run around, but he's a little bit lean.
Yep.
Now, what I didn't learn from game 1 to game 2, so I'm still kind of in the gray zone, is like interior defensive tackles. Like who's Ty and who's Nash of this year? I still haven't seen somebody that's like was going to raise their hand and say, I'm going to be comparable to that.
I agree.
And so I feel like I didn't learn, oh, we're good there now. I feel like those other positions, like I see potential for growth. I see potential to be okay on the more, the 5 tech, the 9, the wide 9, whoever, but like the 1 and the 3, like the 0 nose, like we don't got a 0 nose. Right? What are we interior? I don't think I've learned anything or feel any better about our interior.
And maybe, because I couldn't agree more, I think that is still like a question mark for me, a major concern. And the thing that's unfortunate is we probably won't get that answer until September 20th when Michigan comes to town. Because even next week, I mean, Houston Christian's worse than Akron, which is like,
I think, Nick, I think we need every bit of that tune-up coming for another week. Like we are tuning up because even though we won 68-0, like you said, if you don't got 2 defensive tackles, you don't have a chance to win most of your games in the Big Ten.
That's still the biggest concern I have is right at the point of attack defensively.
Yes, truly. Like
I feel like the secondary guys, there's enough of them. They're fine, right? Yeah. Again, linebackers kind of I didn't see much yesterday. Another game where I don't really feel. I feel like I cannot recall.
I would say number 2 behind those interior D linemen are interior linebackers. Like what are we there? I don't know. I think everybody assumes Shavers is like going to be an All-American or something, and Shavers is a young guy. Like he's still got a ways to go. Javin's obviously like he's kind of a hybrid. So he's not a traditional linebacker. And then Watson Trent is, he
had 1 tackle last night. He didn't do much.
So I guess I assumed too much on Watson Trent. Like I assumed he was something maybe that he's not. So I don't know what we got there. So like right in the heart of our
that's
defense.
The biggest concern. Yeah. And listen, you tackle that another day, obviously. But at the same time, like, you feel good. You had the shutout. I am still very concerned about right in the heart of the defense.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about our secondary, though.
So do I.
I feel pretty good.
I do too. I thought it was good to see there just was a lot of young guys on the field last night doing their thing. There were a lot of pass interference calls. I thought we got a little handsy.
Yeah, we did.
Last night. But played a lot of different dudes, and some of those guys that are Rex Guthrie
and Donovan Jones playing good ball. Those guys are.
Yes. So it's good to see our boy Caleb Benning get out there. I always am rooting hard for Caleb. He got out there and did his thing. He looked solid out there. But yeah, I mean, you get the shutout. I think that stuff matters. You're able to block the field goal. I think it was Riley Van Poppel got it. I couldn't really tell who fully got it. You were a little more disruptive in terms of on that D line, which is good. And your secondary was solid again. You take it, you move on, and I'm with you. Right in the heart of that defense. I don't know.
Because Akron's a bad test of what, like when you get Iowa and Minnesota doing what they do.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna run those hard zones. You gotta be gap sound, you gotta be so sound. And I don't know. I don't know what we are yet. So how fortunate we are though to get our win first week, and then we got our 2 tune-up games to really find who, because like I said, Nick, part of it is sometimes you gotta play some games to see who can really play for us.
Yes. And Michigan lost last night. They lost at Oklahoma.
What does that mean for us?
I was hoping they would win. I mean, I want Michigan to be as
good as they can.
That's just me. I want them to be as good as they can possibly be when they come to town. Now, it might not matter from the standpoint of teams are what they are, and Nebraska is going to be juiced to the umpteenth degree for that one. But they're far from a juggernaut right now. I mean, they got a true freshman quarterback that's talented, but they're kind of not. You can tell they got the training wheels on him a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see. Again, what Michigan will do is they got a stud fullback that they put him in a bunch of different places, and they're going to run the ball. And so, no, I was rooting for Michigan to win last night. I wanted them to look as good as they possibly could. Michigan State won a game in overtime against Boston College last night. So they're a team that's a big kind of confidence boosting win. Anything else with the defense? A lot of guys, I mean,
I was just I didn't even look at the secondary basically because I could just trust them. I was just every play I was just eyeing our defensive line, eyeing our linebackers, just trying to see who's in and like just how they're performing right now.
Special teams wise, we talked about Barney, more punt return yards than in that game than all of last year. You blocked the field goal. Conanan made some field goals, which is good. Archie Wilson didn't punt. Another fine day.
Give Mike Eckler credit though. He's got these guys playing and executing. I mean, that's like when you are holding guys up really well, like you usually are well coached.
For sure. Are we ready for the Peerless Energy System's top performer of the game?
Give it to me.
Are we ready?
Bahe.
Okay. But again, Peerless is defined unequaled, unrivaled. Okay. So this is like a perfect sponsorship. So who are the candidates? We talked Dylan. Is there anybody else that jumps out at you?
Emmett had 2 long ones. He had 140 yards.
Yep.
How many touchdowns do you have? 3?
3, I thought.
Touchdowns.
He had 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. I mean,
yes.
Pretty good.
Barney had 132 receiving yards. I don't feel like he's unrivaled or without unequal at this point.
Do we give it? I mean,
we're a little hard on
20 in a row for Dylan's big time, though.
I don't know how we don't give it to Dylan Raiola.
So 2 weeks in a row, Dylan's going to be our guy.
Well, no, I think we had Hartzog last week. At least I did.
Oh yeah,
I went Hartzog last week.
Okay,
so we can switch it. I mean, he didn't have a single 300-yard passing game all last year. He throws for 364 and 4 touchdowns. His pass to Dane Key was excellent.
Yeah.
The touchdown pass to Dane Key, it looked like that was like his 3rd or 4th read, and he kind of moved to get him the ball. I'm not sure who else.
I mean, it's Emmett or
Dylan.
And I think Emmett's fumble maybe is the only reason he doesn't. If he would have scored there,
yes,
and not fumble or like that, then he's probably 4 touchdowns. You give a running back who gets 4 touchdowns.
Agree.
But Dylan, 20 in a row.
20 in a row, Nebraska record. He looks good, man. I mean, it's just you watch these other games. I watch Arch Manning against Ohio State. I mean, he's got guys crossers wide open. He's just missing guys. Like Dylan doesn't miss too much.
I would, now that you say that, I'm going to give my vote for Dylan.
I'm going Dylan.
And if it's a tie next week to him and Emmett, we'll give it to Emmett. So
it is pretty sad. I mean, Emmett, another 100-yard rushing game. And he was good.
He was good. Very good.
He was good. So let's go Dylan. Again, if you have any compressed air needs, Peerless is the place to go. They go to market via local distributors to make some of the best air compressors and ancillary compressed air equipment in the entire industry. They manufacturing, food processing, utilities, transportation, refineries, you name it, they can take care of you. So body shop, car dealership, automotive, countertop makers, like, you get the point. For any and all air compressor needs, go to Peerless Energy Systems and peerlessenergy.com. Okay, to wrap it up, beer. Did you have a beer inside Memorial Stadium last night? Just say you did it.
I did not. They were $18 each.
No.
So I ended up buying some waters for the people I was with.
Right.
And they were $3.75. A Gatorade was $5. Beer was $18.
Beers are $18.
The lines were a little long. I think people are figuring it out.
Yeah.
They do like a grab and go though. Like there's fridges that you open up and grab what you want, and you're waiting. So they just need to figure out how to get people, to get out.
Yeah.
Quicker.
It seems like
it was taking a little long. I did not get to try the new corn on the cob, like
the menu items
flavored
of the
corn on the cob, which is supposed to be like one of their new staples. So, but it was definitely like you could tell everything got like commercially packaged a little different, like all the food and drinks, because they have the new company they're working with. It feels a little different. I feel like people are kind of adjusting to it, but they also, you can't leave after the halftime.
There's no reentry.
No reentry. So like everybody was in their seat for the band at halftime. In the second half, it's maybe good for that. I guess like you're in the whole game, and it sort of changes the mindset a little bit for halftime and third quarter. Some people like to watch.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I feel like there was more people like
sticking around, which makes sense.
Yeah. So
because we've done that before. You leave and come back, or sometimes there were times I'd leave and be like, "Am I going to go back in? I'll stay out here and watch the third quarter at a tailgate or whatever." But yeah, it feels like a bit. I mean, it's something that's been talked about forever, and finally it happened in terms of alcohol Memorial Stadium. But
I didn't notice a thing different about the experience once you're in the stadium. Though, like, it didn't feel like there was a bunch of drunkards around or anything.
No,
like, it was just like people were drunk anyway. Remember,
yeah,
like,
and
before they sold beer in the stadium, people were already
were drinking, but people were drunk in the stadium, and let's just say people would be creative in getting booze into the stadium and were drinking in Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of our boy Tight End U? Tight End U got an I do. He proposed to a girl on the Scarlet Dance team.
Hey, Nick, so I wrote this down. I said, here's what I said. Tight End U. I mean, he's become one of our favorite guys this summer or whatever. But Tight End U goes for it in life. He's called Tight End U. He's like, well, we're Tight End U, right?
How are we not? Explain how we're not. Like, because you do not have.
But you know what? He's been making plays. He goes for it. He's been scoring touchdowns.
He's off to a great start. He had the one-handed catch. Scored the touchdown last night.
And you know what? You know what Tight End U does with a couple of good catches? He says, why not? That's a Scarlet. I can't do better. He says, will you marry me? I mean, the guy's great. Like, he just seems like a nice kid who's just like,
I like it. You're right. Who's hot and who's having a great month?
Tight End
U's having himself a great month here.
Yeah, Tight End U. Congratulations to you and your
fiance
dance team.
He had the whole Rule. I mean, you see, it started with Rule talking to him before he was going to go over there. Rule and the whole team is there watching. I always get, as someone that obviously both you and I are married, so we proposed, and you think like, where was the ring during? I always think like my mind immediately goes like, hey, where was the ring during the game?
Ooh, somebody either was holding it for him,
because Rule said that he asked for like, hey, can I do this after the game? And Rule said yes. And clearly, obviously, then Rule had like the camera and the team was ready to go. But
it's so great. And so, I mean, it was something I wouldn't personally want to do, but I thought it was great. Like, I enjoyed that video this morning, because my wife showed it to me. She's like, did you see that? I was like, Tight End U.
Tight End U going for it here. I also think, though, like, how many guys, was anybody married on the team when you were playing or even engaged?
Oh, man.
I feel like you're seeing more of that. I had a lot of dudes at Creighton that got in, Doetzler got married. I'll never forget.
When he was in college.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like maybe one or two ever. Like,
Creighton had a handful of guys. Stephen Ashworth, now Mormon, went on his mission, came back, but married. Kalkbrenner last year, married. Isaac Trout got engaged over the summer. You're seeing more guys. Like, to me, I was just like,
I mean, we were
marriage. What?
I mean,
why?
Like, having a girlfriend was like, you really want to do that to yourself?
Mr. Serious.
Yeah.
How long have you been dating that chick? 3 weeks?
Oh God, we'll never see you again. I mean, that's how we were just bad.
So I just, it's good because Lindenmeyer's got to be 21, 22 years old.
Was he a sophomore? I
think he's a redshirt junior.
He's maybe 21. Yeah, he's maybe
tying the knot. 21. I mean, again, when you're Tight End U,
Tight End U. Congratulations.
In a related story, he had never even taught. He met that girl last night.
He'd never spoken.
Why
to her,
would I not ask her?
Yes, he's going to go for it. He said she's the prettiest on the dance team.
Man, I'm the man of your dreams. I'm Tight End U, and I'm the man of your dreams. I'm the man of your dreams. So
you're going to marry me, and we're going to live it happily ever after.
This is what's going to happen. Okay. Let me get down on one knee. You're going to say yes. We're going to live a fairy tale.
But then the girls were all jumping
they
around.
Were going
and then
nuts.
The guys were going, ooh. I mean, it's just like,
ooh, they were doing the Luke thing. Yeah. It's
He's
fantastic.
Got the Luke chant going after playing for a couple games.
Few guys have had a bigger rise. Off the board. I mean, in terms of, like, I didn't think we'd be talking a lot of Lindenmeyer, but you said it last week.
Him and Holgerson.
I think his best man's going to be Holgerson.
Why wouldn't it be?
Hi, I'm Dana Holgerson. I'm Luke Lindenmeyer's best man.
He's going to ask Holgerson.
Hold on,
too.
let me put a dip in here. Thank you very much. I knew Luke had it the moment I met him after the 8th game of the season last year. But seriously, the second Holgerson showed up, Lindenmeyer has now.
I would argue when Fedoni was here and Holgerson arrived, he's like, Hall of Fame, you're good.
You may be in the Hall of Fame.
Tight End U's better.
But I'll take Tight End U.
I'm taking Tight End U.
Tell you what,
Lindenmeyer. Kind of guy.
If you listen to what I tell you, this is going to become Tight End U, and I'll have you married within the next calendar year.
Believe in me, you'll be married by the 3rd game of the year. Promise.
Third game of the season.
Guaranteed.
You pick the girl, we'll find her. Like Hitch.
Doesn't matter. Just pick the hottest one on the dance team.
Pick the hottest girl on the dance team. Propose to her after the game. She'll say yes.
Just
she has
trust
to.
me on that.
She has to say
You
yes.
got to score a touchdown, though. That's the key.
Oh, my gosh.
Can't say no if you score a touchdown.
That's right. I had a one-hand catch. You had a touchdown last night. I mean,
no, but all jokes aside, congratulations.
Congratulations to Luke Lindenmeyer. It's fantastic. Okay, that'll do it. Houston Christian next week. I mean, if Nebraska beat Akron 68-0, oh boy. But it's good. This is what you got to do. Got to keep going.
If we execute, if our offense holds the ball, and I feel like our defense then the pressure's off a little bit, and they can just start honing their skills. And
for sure,
I'm excited.
Okay,
2-0.
Other than the Gunnar Gatula thing, got me a little bit. Couple of moments, had a little bit of a giggle. I'm gonna get out before you make any more jokes, and I just crush my Gunnar Gatula here. Okay,
I think that's why. Let's go take the Gunnar Gatula.
Let's go.
A Hurrdat Sports Network production.